None of us leads a perfect life.
I'm not following you.
Tommy Rubella, he was behind the mayor's death.
How do you know?
Well, he and the mayor had a kickback scam going, the municipal roadworks program. Everything was going fine until the mayor found God and got cold feet. He was ready to spill his guts to the press.
You knew about this beforehand? God, Roz, it's a reporter's dream. And you just sat on it.
I'm not proud of it.
I'm not interested.
I mean, I'm really not proud of it. And I've done many things in my life that I'm ashamed of. You know, once at a friend's wedding, I had too much to drink. I took off all my clothes, lay across the head table, and invited the groom to find out what he was missing if he went through with it.
In a church?
Well, sort of. They were Protestant. Anyway, I sat on this story on Tommy's orders. You see, I've been on his payroll for the last few years, and I only print things that show him in a favorable light in return for a monthly allowance.
Why are you confiding all this in me? Aren't you afraid of the wrath of Tommy?
The wrath? Isn't that a Steinbeck novel?
You're thinking of The Grapes of Wrath.
No, but didn't they make a movie with Robert Blake? He was a limpy kind of a guy who killed a lot of farmers.
That's In Cold Blood. Truman Capote?
Are you sure? The same guy who played Beretta?
Yes, I'm sure.
I had a parrot once. It wasn't white like Beretta's. It was green. But his name was Steinbeck. Funny how the world goes round, eh?
About a goodbye kiss, baby.
Oh, you still got 52 minutes left on the hour you paid me for, so do whatever the hell you like.
I'd been running for years, but it looked like God was closing in. I figured I'd better come up with a plan real quick so's the Padre wouldn't have me figured for no pervert. Well, say hi to Mom when you see her. My kid sister. Nice girl.
Are you Mr. Patterson?
Butch Patterson, private dick.
Butch Patterson? The guy from the petting zoo?
I was just petting that llama.
I forgot my hat.
Oh, you can just leave it there. I'll keep an eye on it for you.
You get a hat pretty quick for a man of the cloth. Have a seat, Padre. Bring one of them bottles on your way over.
It's only 9 in the morning.
suppose it would have killed you to bring the full one.
I need your help. One of my parishioners, a recent convert, has met an untimely demise. I have reason to believe he was murdered.
Sounds like the kind of pants John Law should have his hands down.
I don't think you understand my position. I want to involve as few people as possible until I confirm my suspicions. I've already violated the trust of the confessional.
The confessional. Look, pal, until you've been dressed up like a woman and used by circus people, you don't know from violated trust. So anyway, who was the stiff? Where and when did he get whacked?
The mayor. All the details of where and when he was whacked are in the papers. It's why he was whacked that I'm concerned with.
Well, word on the street is it was a self-inflicted whacking, by which I mean he whacked himself.
Whacked himself, huh? Were one wishing to whack oneself, one wouldn't choose to whack oneself by using decapitation as the method of whacking.
Whacked himself. Yes, whacked himself. By which I mean the whacking was a self-inflicted whacking. That type of whacking.
Whacked himself. Whacked himself. In a world full of whacking, where whacking is so common, one would think that a detective would be able to discern between a third-party whacking and a self-inflicted whacking. Whacked himself. What you know about whacking wouldn't fill a book big enough to whack an ant with.
Whacked himself.
Fix yourself a drink. I'll be down in a moment.
Sorry if I frightened you. Have a seat. I just have to put away my saw.
Where's Tommy?
I sent him out to get a piano. I think I'd like to learn how to play. Reach under the couch. There's some papers there I'd like you to read.
Vance Van Vandervan's autopsy report. But he's alive. This is all a fake.
First, I figured that Vance and Jasmine had staged the whole affair to collect the insurance money. But then I talked to the medical examiner and his staff. There was a body, but it was not Vance Van Vandervan's.
It could have been anyone. Another John Doe from the morgue. A transient. One of the Oak Ridge boys.
Maybe. In a perfect world.
What's it matter anyway? We've all staged a death to defraud an insurance company at one time or another.
What matters is the condition of the body when the autopsy began. Page 4. "11 solid gold teeth. A superfluous nipple on the left breast. A tattoo on the back of Billie Jean King playing checkers with Lennon. Now, I could have chalked the whole thing up to coincidence, but look at the final entry.
2 surgically implanted flaps of gray plastic extending from the lower pelvis.
Simon loved to play elephant. Ever since he was a boy. But we were all very ashamed of him for it.
But if that was Simon, then whose body was it that was cremated and scattered at the lake?
The two have to be connected. Whoever staged Vance's death had to have known Simon well enough to know about his pre-selected burial spot. And they knew about the trout.
Jasmine and Vance.
Not together. It doesn't play out. One of them had to have acted alone.
Who do you suspect?
On the surface, Jasmine. But Vance is proving to be far more complicated than I'd originally given him credit for. Like a Rubik's Cube or a big dog puzzle where all the fur is the same color.
Whoever did it must have known Simon. Well, Jasmine used to live with him in Finland. It makes the most sense.
But Vance was his North American connection to smuggle the jewels and precious metals into the country under the guise of an art exhibit.
What about Patterson?
That idiot can't even tie his own shoes.
Maybe he's smarter than we think.
No, he's not. He actually can't tie a pair of shoes. He has buckles like a little schoolgirl.
It all has to be tied together. Simon's death, the treasure, Vance's staged demise, the falsified insurance papers, all of it.
We have to get to Patterson.
Well, the two of you already have a relationship of sorts. Can you get to him?
No, I don't see how that would be possible. If he is smarter than we've given him credit for, he might catch on. We'd lose our chance at everything. You're gonna have to do it.
He knows I work with Blanche.
That's all he knows. Come up with some story concerning Blanche. Patterson has a soft spot for her.
It'll take me a couple of days to come up with something.
Just make it happen. And quickly. Tommy's not going to be home for a while. Would you like to go upstairs and have sexual intercourse?
Sure. I like that. My hat? hat? My hat is gone.
Well, you didn't have a hat on earlier when you peeked out of the office.
I peeked out to get my hat. You said you'd keep an eye on it for me.
Doesn't sound like something I'd say.
I want my hat. I'm not leaving without my hat. If I don't get my hat, I will bring down the wrath of God upon you like a swarm of locusts.
Boy, that must be some hat. Well, I could be doing something more interesting than talking to you two. Just gonna go back into my office and have a few.
I'm waiting right here until I get my hat.
Knock yourself out, Padre. Hey, say hi to God for me.
You'll excuse me. I just have to go freshen up.
What's in the bag?
Just girl things, toiletries.
Can I see?
No, I'm shy.
Come on.
Leave me alone.
Well, well, well. Maybe I'll just have to have a little chat with my good friend God. One word from me, and hellfire will rain down upon this house of darkness, and disease and pestilence will ooze forth.
What a day I was having. I figured I'd better get a hold of my old pal Blanche de Maurier. See if she could lend a hand with my latest case.
Good morning, Tommy. Haven't seen you for a while.
Feeling a little under the weather.
Don't worry about it. I was just going to drop these off for Mona. But it's 10 o'clock. She must be on lunch. Come on in. We may as well make use of the time. So, what's been on your mind?
Chaos, mostly. I think I'm going crazy.
That's part of your therapy. Laughter. It helps the healing process.
Then I figured I'd pretend to be a robot for a while. Then I figured I'd stare down the business end of a 40 of gin to see who backed down first. Then I decided to pretend my office was being invaded by ninjas.
Butch, Patterson. What a surprise.
Tommy Rubella. Fancy running into you at a shrink's office.
Lots of people make use of the psychiatric profession to better their lives.
Yeah, lots of crazy people.
I'm not crazy.
I'm sorry, but come on. After you told me about the voices, and the chronic masturbation.
Well, I gotta go, Tommy. I'd shake your hand, but well, you know. Look at me, I'm Tommy Rubella!